What up, YouTube? Bringing you a deck profile here of my Twilight deck. This is a update from my older deck style. This deck is changed up quite a bit since the last time I've done a video, and I've been running this deck for a while now, and I was able to top locals a couple times with this deck just recently. So I wanted to show you what I've changed in it and why I run it the way I do. To start off, I run 3 JDs, 1 BLS, 1 Gores, 2 Trags. Run 2, don't run 1. 2 is great for ditching those Lightsworns out of your hand, plus he stops OTKs. Plus, you can take control of monsters, and he's great for synchro setups. 1 Celestia. I only run 1 because I find it just to be consistent. Some people run 2 of these and two wolves, but I am back up to 3 wolves. I find 3 wolves work really well because I'm able to mill it a lot easier, because now I run 2 Goroth. And 2 Goroth is really good in this deck, especially for this format, because it gives you draw power, it allows you to mill 2 more, giving you a plus off wolf, and then also it's easier to get it in the grave so you can use Lumina's effect. I run 1 Jane to get over those, so he's a beat stick, get over those higher monsters. 2 Lilas, blow up back row. 1 Jane, 1 Lumina, 1 Raikou. I don't suggest running 2. I just run 1 because later if you draw another one, it's not worth it. It's not really a good card anyways. But he is good for opening hand. He's a name for the graveyard. And he mills 3. 1 Honest, 2 Necros, 1 Plague, 1 Bulb. So that's 24 monsters I run for my monster setup. Onto my magics, I run 3 Solar Recharge, 1 Charged Light Brigade, 1 Foolish, 2 MST. I think every deck should run 2 MST just because it's helpful, it's consistent, and it can be a game winner for you. 1 Heavy. The other reason why you run 2 MSTs so you don't hit that, so you have a chance at hitting that Starlight Road. Because once you go heavy, it's really risky because they could have Starlight Road down there and it could screw you up pretty bad. 1 Dark Hole, staple there, and a Reborn, staple. For my traps, 2 Beckonings. 2 is all you need to run for this Twilight deck. 2 Threatening Roars. Some people run 3, some people run none, some people don't even know about the card. But it is really helpful if you just set it and you got Lumina and Goroth on the field and you want to keep them from another turn. It allows you to plus so much, and especially it stops battle phases, especially if the MST just can save you for a turn. I run a Mirror Force, and I run a Torrential. For my side deck, I run Dark Arm Dragon, Chaos Sorcerer. I have a second Raikou in here, just cause. I have 2 Cyber Dragons, 2 Effect Veilers, 2 DD Crows, 2 Kinetic Soldiers, 1 Allure, 2 Dust Tornado, my bad. Really good card because when you mill, and let's say you set this card, then you mill and you use Goroth's effect and you are able to plus off it and you draw MST, you go activate and you set MST after that, and it can be a really good setup. And then 1 Starlight Road. I run a pretty broad side deck. I mean, that's not all I have. Depending on who I know is there at locals or the decks I hear about, I switch it up sometimes. So other stuff for my side deck, I have 2 Celestias. I have another Jane because 2 can be good. 1 Arcus. He's great for stopping effects. two of these skull guys. Now, this is kind of like an effect veiler, except it's a 4-star, and it's a 1700 beater. It's a fiend, secret. It's pretty. You can ditch it from your hand during either player's turn to negate the effect of a monster from the graveyard. So you go Plague, or you go up against, if you're going up against Dark Worlds, this card is wonderful. And then I have a Solemn Judgment and another Threatening Roar, just for fun. For my extra deck, I got a Trish, Scrap Dragon, Colossal Fighter, Light End Dragon, good card, helpful, 2 Stardust, 1 Black Rose, Scrap Archfiend, Brio, Cataster, Exceeds, I got 2 Utopias, 1 Wind-Up, Leviathan Dragon, and Gotchi. Now, the whole purpose for me running the deck the way I do, like I'm not running any Chaos, and I'm not running any Dark Arm, I'm not running any Allured Darkness, kind of the whole purpose for me running it the style I do is because Lightsworns by themselves is, you know, very consistent, and I just find having all those unnecessary cards can be dead draws. I mean, Dark Arm personally can be a give and go for me. He can be helpful, but I don't want to rely on him, and I don't want to crowd my monsters with more darks, because then I take away from JD, then JD's only a point to run 1 or 2 in the deck if you're running so many darks. And JD by itself is way too broken to be ran in this deck, and it wins games. It can win games quicker than Dark Arm for me. I don't run a Chaos Sorcerer. I mean, I put Chaos Sorcerer and Dark Arm in there if I'm throwing in, you know, DD Crows and Skull, just because, and I throw in Allure as well, just because I do have more dark options and I switch up my deck a little bit, so that can be helpful if I'm running against something like that's really fast, or, you know, something along those lines. I'll set more traps just so I can blow them up. So that's my deck for this format. Let me know what you guys think about it. Comment, subscribe, like it. Tell me if you want me to change anything in there. I'm very open to suggestions. Thanks for watching. Later, YouTube.